When you try to describe Duo, what words do you use? Early Duolingo fans might call him adorable, helpful, encouraging, or enthusiastic. And they'd usually find Duo in their notifications or in their lessons.
But in the last few years, Duo has been popping up everywhere. From the clubs of Germany to the Barbie premiere pink carpet. And let's say that his attitude has changed a little bit too.
Like any good hero or anti-hero, Duo is complicated. How did we build him into the wildly popular owl that so many learners love today? By embracing the duality of Duo. I'm Ryan Sims, Duolingo's Chief Design Officer.
And I'm Manuel So, Duolingo's Chief Marketing Officer. Today, Simi and I are going to take you behind the owl. We'll show you how it started and how it's going in relation to everyone's favorite feathered mascot. But we didn't do it alone. We worked with our talented team across design and marketing to invent Duo's wholesome and unhinged personality, both inside and outside the app. We also share with you how you, the learners, have helped to shape Duo's story.
You probably know that one of the most important factors to learning is motivation. You can't learn if you don't practice. We want people to build a habit of using Duolingo every day, but we also want them to build a relationship with us. So how do we do both? With a mascot. Fun fact, our founders originally were trying to choose between a little green owl and a friendly robot. Mascots who would guide learners through their lessons and help them stay motivated. They were about to choose the robot, but they decided to run an A/B test with friends and family. And they found out that actually people loved the owl. Having Duo has allowed us to build the engaging and delightful learning experience we all know today. Design has always been core to Duolingo. A well-placed illustration or perfectly looped animation can not only bring people back to the app using it again and again, but it can also reveal something very special about our brand. And we continue to build that brand love by delighting and sometimes even surprising learners.
And while our design department was crafting this wholesome, supportive coach within the app, the internet was actually busy giving Duo, let's say a more intense personality. Duo became a mascot of motivation. What started as a harmless practice reminder morphed into something completely different once the internet got hold of it. Duo went from encouraging to a little threatening. And this is one of the best things about marketing at Duolingo. So much of the Duolingo lore comes from listening to you, our audience, and dabbling down on what makes you laugh. That seed was even behind our very first April Fool's prank, the Duolingo Push. The Duolingo Push brought Duo into an entirely new dimension. The reaction to the giant green owl was incredible. And it inspired also a makeover of his original mascot suit. Now that Duo had entered the real world, there was no stopping for it. We staged a fake dating reality TV show. We put Duo on the Iron Throne. We took over Times Square. And we even imagined the world's first multilingual musical, Duolingo on Ice. It may seem that Duo is everywhere. And that's intentional. Seeing the big green owl is the best reminder for you to do your lesson. once we started leading into Duo's sillier personality, we were able to push our brand expression even further. The idea was the number one thing that Duo wants most is for you to do your lesson. And of course, for Dua Lipa also to call him back, obviously. But since that's his number one motivation, he'll do anything to make it happen.
For a long time, we kept these two brand expressions of Duo separate. The in-app Duo was wholesome, pretty innocent, especially compared to his social media counterpart. But as we started to bring the full personality of Duo into the app, it's been transformational for our learners. If you tuned into DuoCon last year, you might have seen animated Duo putting on the mascot suit made popular by our TikToks. This was actually the first time that we crossed the streams between the animated world of Duolingo and the real world. After DuoCon, we found our next opportunity to bring the full spectrum of Duo's personality into the app via our Streak widget. Like Manu said, the number one thing Duo wants most in the entire world is for you to do your lesson today. Knowing that, we figured Duo might get pretty desperate if we gave him real estate on your home screen. So, in the widget, Duo starts out pretty chill, but as the day goes on, he starts to get more anxious, more unhinged, and as it gets closer to midnight, he becomes absolutely desperate for you to extend your streak. So, you do your lesson, and Duo goes back to being his wholesome, happy self.
I love the widget, Simi. And actually, one of my favorite illustrations was behind one of our biggest brand moments this year. When we saw this illustration go viral on social media, we knew we had to do something more with it. And our talented teams across design and marketing worked together to create a 5-second spot that no one will ever forget.
So cool.
Get there.
Sorry, Mom. We're continuing to play with Duo's rascally personality. Maybe you thought your phone was broken when you saw Duo's melting face on your app icon. Or maybe you got a push notification that made you laugh out loud. As we combine the power of design and marketing, we've proven that we're able to take an already iconic brand and turn it into something even more relatable and engaging for learners. This mentality has made us think carefully about what to do with the other characters in the Duolingo world and how we might bring their full personalities into your lessons. That's why I'm so excited by features like video call and adventures, which you saw earlier today.
And we're always looking through our social feeds for what Duo might do next. Your reactions inspire us. After all, without you, we would never have thought about cooking Duo. We can't wait to share with you all the great things we have for this fall. One particular project I'm very excited about is Year in Review. Year in Review is a personalized recap of how you've been learning on Duolingo. But please, don't forget, you only have a few weeks left to impact your results.
There's still time, Manu. You can still do your language, math, or music lessons, and hopefully, you'll stay safe from Duo at the end of the year.
Well, no promises there.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody.